Hey guys, FGS Outdoors here. Just like you, we love all things outdoors, hiking, camping, fishing, kayaking, boating, all that good stuff, right? And this year, as we promised in some of the past videos, really getting into some off-roading, right? We've got some friends with some Jeeps, some side-by-sides, four-wheelers, all that stuff. A big, huge thank you to my sister Heather, my brother Lee, right? They've been into this stuff for a while now, really just got us hooked on the side-by-side stuff, so. The 2021 Honda Talon. All right, so Honda's new to the game, right, when it comes to the sport vehicles, right? They've got a lot of different things out there that they've had for a long time, but to get into the sport models, I think they just came into the scene 2018, 2019. This is the Honda Talon 1000R, and we went with Honda, rather, for a couple reasons. You know, dependability. There's no belt that needs to be replaced. This has the dual clutch transmission and all that. Some really good reviews. You know, some people say that the 1000R is a little bit wider than their other model. I think it's the 1000X. It's a little bit more slim, I think by either 4 or 8 inches skinnier than this one, you know, for the trails. But we're happy with our purchase so far. Haven't gotten it out yet, looking forward to it. But today, what we're gonna do, we've got some parts, right? There's always some aftermarket things that you're gonna need, and luckily enough, it comes already with the roof on there, your polymer roof and all that. But today we're gonna install the rear gate. And what do I mean by the rear gate? Let's take a look back here. As you see, all side-by-sides, well, I'm not a professional, right? But a lot of side-by-sides have this rear area where you're gonna take and, you know, keep all your things that you wanna travel with, right? Especially in just one that's a 2-seater like this. Not a lot of room, not a lot of storage for a lot of things, but you got this area, but you got this whole part here all opened up. So we bought a rear gate. We'll show you which one we've got, and we'll show you how we're gonna install it. Okay, when you're looking for aftermarket parts, I mean, there's a ton out there. Talon's a little bit more limited when you think about that compared to the Razors, the Can-Ams, those sort of things, but still a lot out there since they've been in the game, right? And for our rear gate, we went with the Tusk OffRoad. You know, you can spend a lot of money. You really can. I mean, you can spend $400 or $600 for a rear gate, and some of them look really gnarly. They're awesome, right? This one, I want to say, was closer to $140 or so. We looked at one that was closer to about $100, but it seems a little bit cheaper. What really brought us onto this one here, right, is it's thicker up here. You got this nice, probably a little over 1 inch, probably right on 1 inch bar up here. And then you got the openings here, decent sized openings, areas that you can clip on, strap some stuff down to, but not too open to where things are gonna fall out. So that's what we're gonna install today. Looks fairly simple, shouldn't be a problem. And we'll get it knocked out. Okay, so the first step for us is we just wanted to dry fit it in, right? So I'm gonna back up here, you can see we're just dry fitting it in. So it looks like the mounting areas, right? They've already got it set up here to mount it right here. There's already a screw there. I don't know if we replace that or not, we'll find out. Another screw here, sorry for the lighting. Then up in this area here, you got these, the 3 bolt holes here. Oops, in which this bracket goes in, and then we'll eventually, there we go with the lighting, they give you these aluminum spacers that fit right in there, in which they just come from right up underneath the bottom. Okay, so the first step is done. We've got the brackets on, and as you can see here, I mean, it's super simple, right? You've got the 3 brackets here. We still have this side to put in, right? That's the aluminum spacer that we're gonna put on there. So the first step is to loosely fit in that bracket, as you can see. 3 bolts, 3 nuts. They say to just loosely put it in there, so we just snugged it up. Next step, we'll put the aluminum spacers in, again, right up in here. This is part of the already built in, hopefully you can see that, part of the frame there on the roll cage. And we'll put those in, bolt those down. Last step, we'll get these 2 guys in. Should be good to go. All right, we took out the 2 bolts that come standard, already stocked in here, right, which is gonna be the bottom part. So we got those set aside. They are different bolts, obviously, right? So you can, you'll be able to tell which one's going there for sure. All right, so now we're ready to get the sides in here. As you can see, you got these aluminum, they call them nut plates, right? I call them aluminum spacers, whatever. But as you can see, it's elevated. Turn it sideways. And you can see how it kind of comes up on the side there. So that oval area is what's gonna kind of countersink into the back of here. And we'll go ahead and get that bolted in. Okay, so we've got it in. It's a loose fit right now, right? You always do everything loose fit when you got this many bolts to work with. So we've got our 3 bolts here, as you can see, coming in to for this bracket. The bracket comes in, as we showed you, has the aluminum spacer there. We've got these in here. As we showed you earlier, the original hardware that comes in the back here, we just took those out, put them back in, one and number two. Number three doesn't have one in the middle there. Same over here on this side of the bracket. So we're just gonna go ahead and tighten everything down firmly, not too firm. Obviously you want to just make sure it's nice and snug. You don't want to overdo anything. All right, guys, we got it all in. I mean, look, it took us all of 10 minutes. It really did. I mean, it's 8 bolts. Well, actually, it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bolts. 2 of them already come standard, right? Because it fits in with the standard hardware that comes in the machine, right there, those 2 there. Otherwise, it's just 2 brackets. You're bolting them on. You're putting your aluminum spacers in there, and then it comes on. And it makes it look more aggressive. I love the look of this one. Again, we went with this one from Tusk because it's got this nice solid bar on the top here that just kind of feeds into the rest of the bar, right? Not as big, but it's nice, right? You got your nice openings. The metal on this is nice. It's supposed to be powder coated. It's supposed to have a good warranty. I'd check them out. But again, you can find all kinds of different things for all kinds of different machines, whether you have a Polaris, whether you have a Can-Am, you know, this is again the Talon, Kawasaki, whatever. They make all kinds of them, but something we definitely wanted, because again, as you look at these machines, right, it's got a little bit of a lip here, as you can see. I say that's probably maybe 2 inches deep, right? But this, as you can see, it extends it out some more, and it just gives you some more areas, right, to tie down, strap some things down, make sure that you're carrying everything that you want as you're out on the road. So hopefully that you guys, you know, for those of you who are thinking about some things, hopefully that kind of helps out with the Tusk rear gate for the Talon. This is again the 2021 1000R. Looking forward to sharing a lot of information and a lot of content with you guys as we look to do some reviews, some off-roading, you know, just give you some content of what we're doing, let you know how things go, right, on what we buy, what we find, the good locations, the good hardware, the good things. And appreciate you guys watching, and look forward to seeing you guys out there on the trails.